Hi everyone, welcome back to Shirapti Insight. So now I am going to start a new course focusing on Python programming, which is especially focused for beginners. Whether you are a student or a school kid or a aspiring working professional who want to transition into data analyst, Python programming, Python developer or AI engineer, this Python is going to give you every concept in a more detailed manner. So welcome to the course on learning Python. What you will learn here. So all the basic concepts of Python programming language like variables, strings, condition, list and loops. So by the end of this course, you will be able to write code in Python to solve logical real world problems. First, I'll be heading towards Python online compiler, which is must to get fast output. I want everyone to understand the concepts. That is must. See, this tutorial is going to be focused on make the concepts to be really engaging and clear. So let the fun begin. So if you already know the basic centers of Python, make sure you just need to watch through the lectures of logical building in Python course, which is appropriate to your level. Alright, so let me just begin with printing the series of number. So we'll begin with print statement, which is commonly the first thing you need to learn in most programming language. Do you know what is the traditional way to print something in programming? That is printing hello world. If you just hit the run button, yes, boom, we got the first output. That means you have just wrote the first program. See, the print statement in Python is used to display output on the screen. Right screen, I mean in the right part, you can see there is a output console, and here you can able to write the sequence of statements, which is called programming. And as you are a programmer, you will write step by step instruction. So let us output an integer 67. So if I just run it, you see some code has been populated. So this is how it works. When you just click on the submit button, it will be redirecting you to the output. So now I'll tell you, we are just printed the text and printed the numbers. So I'll tell some arithmetic operation that we can also perform using print statement. Let me clear it first. So if I want to print something like this, print 2 plus 4, I'm clicking the run button and you can see output 6. The above code will output the result of mathematical operation, which is 6 actually. See, if you enclose the operation within quotes like this, the entire expression will be treated as string, that is a text. So will be printed exactly as it is. You see, it is printing 2 plus 4. So in this case, the output will be string 2 plus 4 instead of result of the addition. So without quotes, the expression is evaluated. With quotes, the expression is treated as a string and printed as it is. Understanding this distinction is very important for correctly displaying the result of the calculation. So now let me give you an MCQ so that you can able to understand how we are actually going into the Python programming. So if I just, which line of code, this is the question. So which line of code will output the text hi? I'll give three options. So print hi, this is one option. Print hi, this is another option. And print hi. What do you think is the option to be printed on the screen? So make sure you just need to comment it below the video and after that we are just moving towards now printing the sum. I'll also give another exercise for you to make you to understand the concepts to be really clear. So which line of code will output the sum of 7 and 2? So I'll give an option here. So it is print is equal to 7 plus 2, or print is equal to 7 plus 2, or this is the case. Make sure you just need to answer these questions in the comment box. Now let me move forward. Alright, so as you can see, we not only able to print single line statement, we can also print multiple line statement like this. So print 10123, print welcome to Shirapti Insights. You can see you can add as many print statement as you want to your program. Each print statement output its contents on a new line by default. See, in C++ we can add something like /n, which is a new line inside the codes, but in Python we are not allowed to enter the new line feed, because automatically by default the new line is actually in the Python compiler or interpreter, you can say. So I'll give a task, which is make sure you just need to do it on yourself. So write a program which does the following: add a print statement and output the sum 3 plus 4, and add another print statement, output the sum 2 plus 1. So as after executing the statements, you can able to see the outputs are on the different line, that is new line feed. So outputs on the same line. Let me use comments here so that it will be prevented by the Python interpreter. Now if I want to print 1, 2, 3, 4 in a single line, this is possible actually. You see, I am printing 1, 2, 3, 4. That is, we can print multiple items by separating by commas. So Python will automatically add a space between them. So when you use commas, which is one of the operator to separate items inside the print function, so Python points each item with the space in between. So I'll tell you something more important. So we just covered how to print statements in Python. So that is numeric statements and strings, or you can say texts. So after that we have just covered arithmetic operations in Python. We also seen printing single line and multiple line in a Python IDE. In this case I am using online compiler for Python. Okay, now I have been assigned with the task, so we need to find area and perimeter of the rectangle. So before that, so this is the problem. So first problem will be we going to find area and perimeter of a rectangle. So let's consider rectangle of length. So the length will be 11 and the breadth will be 13. So we need to find area of the rectangle and perimeter of the rectangle. So what is the case? See, area of the rectangle is length into breadth. length into breadth, and perimeter of the rectangle is 2 into length plus breadth. So by using these formulas, we are going to apply using the print statement. So print, so let's say like this: length is equal to 11, breadth is equal to 3. Now print area of the rectangle. Length into breadth, and perimeter of a rectangle 2 into, this is the formula, length plus breadth. So we got the output. So this is how you just need to execute the program line by line in a Python online compiler. Now let me move forward with another program to make you to understand even more better. Okay, so now we will be inserting the text between the outputs. Inserting text between the outputs. So remember that to print multiple values on the same line, we have to use comma as an operator, which is inside the print statement. We can also combine text and numbers in a single print statement by comma. So for example, let me clear this out. I am going to print my favorite number is comma 10. See, comma is actually a separator here. So the code will output my favorite number is 10. So it works like this. So we can also insert the text between the outputs. So my favorite number is going to print on the output console with the value of 10 in it. This is how you can able to insert the text. Now moving forward, I'll give a small analogy of, yes, we got it. So now let me move forward with introduction to variables. Okay, so let's understand the scenario. You're designing a simple temperature monitoring program. So you want to store the current temperature like in decimal. So the temperature will be varying between 25.7, sometimes 43, sometimes 32, and 75.4, like this in a decimal format. What is the data type would you use? And also provide the reason. So this is the scenario based question. So now I'll tell you, hope you got the real taste of writing this program. But I'll also give you another scenario based question. Imagine you're writing a program for a library. So you need to store whether the book is currently issued or not. So which data type you would use actually for this, and tell me the reason. So I'll tell you now. These are the things which is very important and comes with a concept called variables. So what is actually variables and why do we need it? See, variables is nothing but a container to store data. A variables and data types is must. Without this, we can't able to move forward with an operations. For example, a is equal to 5. This is how we will initial variables in Python programming language. What is a and what is equal to what is phi? We have three tokens here actually. So a is a variable and equal to is an operator and phi is a value. That means what I can say is a is a variable and it has a value called phi. I'll give another example to make you to understand even more better. You go to kitchen, and in kitchen if you want to cook, there are so many masalas and some powders, some ingredients which is actually needed for food. So what you do, there will be a box. So inside the box there will be some ingredients which you want to use for to make something, food, biryani, chapati, roti, something like that. So these ingredients inside the box is called value, and this outer layer box is called variable. I'll give one more example. Imagine a human body. Our outer part, our body is actually a variable. Our soul is called value. So without variable there is no value. So without body there is no soul. So variables is generally used in Python programming language to make you to understand how the storing of data really works. So I hope you got the real taste of understanding the variables in Python programming language. So now let me move forward with arithmetic operations. See, in Python you can perform various basic mathematical operations with just numbers. As we have already seen, if you print 1 plus 7 or 6, we will get 7. So this is called arithmetic operation using plus. I'll denote here. So this is plus, arithmetic addition. Now if I want to subtract it, you can do like this: 5 minus 3. This is subtraction, and I'm going to print multiplication of 4 cross 3. This is multiplication. We can also divide 10 by 5. Let me give you another example: 15 modulus 3. So I'll tell you the difference between division and remainder. So this is division and this is remainder. If I just click the run button, you can see the output here. See, we have arithmetic operators such as plus, minus, multiplication, division, and this modulo operator. In Python, a is equal to 10, b is equal to 5. So a divided by b is going to give 2.0, which will be the result of float. So here int divided by int is going to give a value of float only for Python division. But in case of modulus, we will be getting the remainder as 0. As you can see here, see, remainder 0, it means this is 10, this is 5, 5 cross 2 times is going to 10, and we got the remainder, and this 0 is actually stored here. So this is how arithmetic operations really works. Now I'll tell you what do you mean by assignment operators. We have only one assignment operators. It is used to update the value of a variable or set the value. So there are basic assignment operators and compound assignment operators. This operator will be used. I'm sorry. If you want to assign something like this, in this case a is equal to 7, b is equal to 8, C is equal to A plus B. I'm going to print C. We got the output as 15, and A is equal to 7 denotes assignment operator. So we can also assign multiple values on variables in a single line, like this. A is equal to 3, B is equal to something like this. See, that's how you can able to print statements in Python program. So now I'll also tell you something very important about assignment statements. So can you swap values? See, imagine the value is value for A is 3, value for B is 5. So I want you to swap the values of A and B using arithmetic operations and assignment. So take it as a homework. I want you to do it because this is very important. It is one of the interview based question. Now let me move forward with relational operators. So what is actually relational operator? Assignment operators done and arithmetic operators done. Now relational operators. See, relational operators is nothing but going to check whether two values are equal to same or not. In this case, I'll tell you, it is used to compare two values. In simple, I can say the result will be either true or false. And what operators will be using? We'll be using equal to, not equal to, less than, sorry, greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to. That's it. I'll give an example. So imagine now I'm going to assign value something like print 5 plus 3. I'm going to check with a condition. So 2 times 3. So it is going to give result in true or false. See which is actually false. 8 less than 6. This is actually false. You can also compare two values like this. True is going to be true or not. False. See, because there is a capital letter for starting of the letter in true, this is small letter. So for like this we can use numerous operators when it comes to compare two values using relational operators. So that's all about relational operators. We do have something called logical operators, so this is very important. So logical operators, see, we have and, or, and not. These three operators are used in logical operator. I'll tell you to make it understand more easier. When it comes to and, we have something called a, b, and a and b. See, I tried this using my semester exam. I hope this is also helpful for you. Do like this. So in and, until and unless, if both conditions are true, it is going to be true. Like this, 0 0 0, and it is true true. Yes, it is also true. But when it comes to or operator, a or b, we will be getting 1 1 1. Any of the one condition allows true, then the following condition is also true. Like this, 0 1, here it is true actually, so it will be resulting in true, and 1 0 true, 1 1 true. But in case of not operator, what we will get is, if it is if it is 0, we'll be getting us 1, if it is 1, we'll be getting us 0. So based on this, we'll be getting some questions, and I'll give an example to understand. If a is equal to 5, by using assignment statement, I am going to denote a is equal to 5 and b is equal to 10. Now let me print a less than b and b less than 20. So what will be the output? Sorry, this is actually b. The output is true. Why? Because both conditions are actually true. That is the reason we are getting true by using logical operators. So this is very basic. Let me move forward with precedence and associativity. This is very important. See, operator precedence and associativity. Associativity is very important. See, whatever operations you are going to perform, there is some order that you need to follow. You may be familiar with board mass. Okay, that is bracket of division, multiplication, addition and subtraction, which is followed in school. But now we use something called PEMDAS. Okay, which is the rule for evaluating arithmetic expression. So it says we solve parenthesis first and followed by exponentiation, and multiplication followed by division, addition and subtraction. So precedence means it tells priority of operation. And associative means the order, which order you need to perform the operation. So now I will be listing some MCQs as well as interview based problem which will be asked in startups and some companies. So let me just cover this in the second lecture of the video. So make sure you just need to subscribe the video and stay tuned. Thank you and have a nice day.